Grayscale.
Welcome everyone, Grayscale here, and Guilty Gear Strive is finally upon us. So, some people are kind of on the fence about this one. I personally, I'm gonna let it breathe. I'm gonna see what it's got. I'm gonna let it tell me exactly how the story's gonna go. But this video is just about going over the menus, the options, little things, see what they've added for us. And so, of course, we have offline mode. In one player, we have arcade mode, so that is 8 stages. The final stage being, spoiler alert, pause or skip forward about 10 seconds, a dramatic battle for you, which is really kind of cool. Versus CPU, you know what that is, pick a character to fight against and wallop them. Survival mode, that'll be a lot of fun in the future. 2-player, of course, versus against a friend locally, and dojo. Fortunately, there is a tutorial that's fully voiced. You got Kai Kisuke and Soul in there exchanging jabs, verbally and physically. It's pretty cool. Mission mode, which is where I will be spending a lot of time very soon. Expect some videos of mission modes going forward. Look, I played Guilty Gear, grew up playing Guilty Gear. This game is not Guilty Gear as we know it. So, going back to the drawing board would be very important. Training mode, also very important. The best thing is that you can also search for a match while training. That's beautiful. Network online match. So we still have the nice little Duplo house lobby system is still in effect. It has matched very much quicker. It's much faster than it ever was before, but love it or hate it, it's here to stay. Player match, look, hey, lobbies, right? Nope. We get our own little house so people can jump in and do the same thing that we may or may not have wanted to do previously, but life goes on. Ranking mode, so there we go. If you want to do some competitive ranking, that's what you got. Quick start. This is where you start off in training mode, and then you can get matches as people search for you and show them why you've been training. The story mode is really interesting to me because there's the story itself, which is essentially an anime. It's a Guilty Gear anime, fully fleshed out, fully voice acted, absolutely magnificent, right? Now, I've only played through the first chapter, so I can't really say what's going to happen. However, the presentation is there. It is spot on. Sometimes with Arc System Works games, you'll get, a couple frames here and there. You may get just a, cutout of a character, and they'll have a conversation with another character through, spoken text, but no animation. This is fully animated, the whole ride. Multiple chapters. Each chapter, they say, is about 20 minutes. So, we'll see how that all goes. GD World is really interesting to me because the lore of Guilty Gear is pretty convoluted. It's not the easiest, and even if you have been playing this game since its inception, it gets weird back there. It gets really weird back there. So this gives you, especially if you're a new player to the series, a complete archive of all of Guilty Gear's lore, right? Glossary, every character that's ever been in Guilty Gear, and some surprises, all of them. It's pretty good. Me, I'm a Zato man myself, even though Nago it's gonna be a project of mine. Tells you everything, likes, dislikes, their weapons, their personality traits. There it is. He says that they say that Zato doesn't like the ladies. He dislikes women. However, there's one exception to his ennui, Milia. Only around her can he feel anything close to what one might call emotion. Yeah, if that just brings her to you, I don't know what it does. Oh, no. Oops. Alright, so over here we got our different organizations. Once again, there are several. The list goes on and on. All different locations, weapons, items, Shows you what everybody uses. And in each one of these, there's a question mark, which leads me to wonder, is there just a hidden character somewhere? I don't know. That'd be great. But it's probably just story related. Everything about the world. It's really cool. Correlations. Now, this is batshit crazy because they actually show you throughout the entire series how each character is connected. Right? How the original connects to the universal will. And then we start there, right? That's how it all begins. But then the birth of the gears. And it shows everyone's relationships, who was friends at the time, who were lovers at the time. Arya was a medium for justice. Crazy, right? And then the web just keeps getting wider and wider. And wider. And wider. It just keeps going. Look at this. This is crazy. Aims for bounty, friends. Just a really quick way to take a look and see how characters actually... Here, Eddie actually took over Zato 1's body because Zato 1 died. And Eddie hated Amelia Rage. And like we read before, Amelia was the only thing that made Zato feel anything. But here, nope, not the situation. Hurt. Right? And it just goes. It just goes. Look at this. Like, what is this? What is all this? You know? That's for you to find out. And then here we are in Strive. And so we see where everyone is. Vernon, what's up? Connected to Giovanna. It's also connected to Leo. Who's connected to Ramathal. Interested. We'll see what that means. It's all very, very cool. And then if you don't want to have to big brain it that hard, you still want to know what's going on, just tell me the story of Guilty Gear from beginning to end in a straight line. And look at this. Boom. Just quick Cliff Notes on everything, letting you know when everything happened, spanning from 1945 all the way to 2180. It's pretty impressive. It's really impressive. And so I'm a bit of a lore fiend, and so I'll be spending a fair amount of time checking that out. Of course, we have our profile settings down here as well. Your dreaded R code. Hopefully that's not much of a problem. I've seen one R code error so far, but it didn't stop me from playing the game, so whatever, moving on. But of course in there you pick your character, set up your profile, you know the deal. We've got our avatar settings, and that's for our online mode. We can play dress up with our little character. I am moderately down for that if I didn't have to do that to play matches every time. Collections, we have replays. Of course, you can save replays while you're playing online with just a button press. Really cool. They set all that up for you. In gallery, we have artwork, of course. You know, really cool stuff. Cool stuff to check out. And clearly, you have to unlock things as you go. We also have all of our jams. All of these jams. So many jams. Look at all those jams. What do we have? We have a jam. Let's let the jam. Let's see what happens. Smell of the game, of course. And let me just tell you, all of the music in this game is crazy. It's absolutely just insane. It's great. Really, really good stuff. It'd be really cool if you could leave this in the background, however you cannot. We also have all the different movies. Pretty boss overall. Leading us to our standard settings, PlayStation Store title. We know the deal there. Now, as far as settings, the one thing that really drew my attention, here's your standard settings, battle settings, really cool. But in sound settings, the game is fully dubbed in English. So You know, the Japanese voices, of course, if you're into anime, Japanese voices are usually superior. However, some people really like a dub. And as far as the dub goes, so far, this has been a pretty remarkable dub. The characters have been very well represented, I'll say, as far as I've seen so far. So it's also really cool when you don't have those moments where you have subtitles and you know what little jabs they throw at each other. Literally and verbally, figuratively, all the above. So, all those are the settings of Guilty Gear Strive. I'll be making more videos in the future on others of the gameplay mechanics. We'll just have some fun with it, you know. Let's have a good time. But like I said, let's let the game breathe a little bit before we base judgment. Regardless, thank you for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you found this informative or interesting at all. It's great to have you. Have a wonderful night, day, whatever you may have before you. Peace. Oh, and one little oversight of mine. I apologize. Thank you for sticking around for a brief moment. Fishing. There is another mode, fishing, for you and your avatar to go and collect some parts and gallery content in this mode. We can spend our dollars that we earn. Let's just take a little look at it. Alright, so what can I do here? You'll be able to fish gallery items. That's what we do. Artwork, BGM. Great. Good stuff. About rare fish. Okay, so that is basically our gold items. Let's go to the fishing spot. So here's where we spend our money to fish up some fish. We're gonna go ahead and slap 10 at a time. See what we get. Cool. Well, we got an achievement. That's pretty dope. Alright, so we got an ethnic mask, student blazer, Giovanna costume, color 6. So this is how we get all of our colors as well. This is how we get everything, it seems. Probably outside of the cutscenes themselves. Concept art. New jams. I love that. Awesome. So this is another way, well, I guess the main way, that you get random things to customize your characters or things that you might just enjoy. And we have emotes. Alright. Will they show me? We can't preview it. Oh, boo. Hit it one more time. Cool. Okay. More music. More emotes. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I wanted to tag that on really quickly. Have a wonderful night, day, whatever you have before you. Peace.
Risky.